Honey, men have feelings too. This is Marriage WTF.
With Kenyon and Michelle.
Warning, we are not licensed professionals. However, we are experts on saving our marriage. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, so let's get started. Here are the 7 tips to improve your relationship with your husband. Number 7, he wants you to be happy.
That's absolutely true. Happy wife, happy life. If we get that vibe that we feel like that you're not happy, then there's obviously something that we've done to create that vibe. And so it's up to us to make sure that we're doing things to make you happy.
With that being said, however, it's still your responsibility to make you happy. There are things our husbands can do for us that gives us feelings of happiness, but ultimately the only person responsible for your happiness is you. There's only one exception to this rule, and that's for those of us who are parents. We're responsible for our kids' happiness.
So we know it's hard for you to kind of focus on you when you've got work, you're a mom, you're a wife, and it can be a hard balance. And a lot of times things can pile up on you, especially you because you're at home all the time. Mm-hmm. So things can get stressful for you.
Yeah, I have a full-time job, but I'm able to work from home, so I'm very fortunate to do that. I keep my office door shut, however, but still, like if I'm taking a quick break and I come out and I'm throwing in a load of laundry and I run the dishwasher and I go back and shut my door, within just like seconds, mom, and like you can be sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing, and could you please ask your dad what's he doing? Well, he's watching Marvels. Well, ask your dad.
Sometimes it's Marvels, but every day is going to be a little bit different where we can show love a different way. And today it may be throwing a load of laundry, maybe do the dishes, just something that'll take a little bit of stress off of you and just, unload.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some things that you can do for yourself? Sometimes we get so wrapped up into mom life that we lose ourselves. I had to rediscover this again. I remembered what made me happy years ago before our kids got born. Oh, Lord. Cut. I'm so distracted right now. So 20 years ago, BK, before kids, my hobbies included going to the gym. I loved reading books. I loved walking outside. I loved biking, watching movies, coffee or dinner with friends, girls' night out, going to concerts, and I loved traveling. After kids, AK, I still enjoy going to the gym or going for a walk. However, I don't get the opportunity to read many books, so now it's audiobooks, especially like on personal development, while I'm doing laundry or picking up the house. Podcasts, same thing. I still enjoy coffee with friends, although it doesn't happen as often as I'd like. Girls' night out is a great idea in theory. However, with our family, we're always on the go. But I enjoy family movie night, and we love traveling together. Yeah, exactly. Coming soon is a video on how to discover what makes you happy. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. Right, Star? Number 6, take interest in his interests. Get to know his favorite sports team. What does he like or dislike about his job, occupation? What shows is he currently binging on Netflix, Hulu, or YouTube? It just all creates another connection. I will watch tennis, some NBA, as long as there are teams playing that do not have Kardashian equivalents at Draymond Green. I will say, however, that this past year I thoroughly enjoyed watching Toronto and Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs. They just work hard. And I actually think I have a favorite NBA team.
What, Toronto?
Fear the deer, baby.
For y'all that don't know, that's the Milwaukee Bucks.
Greek freak.
But, once again, all good things. But fellas, we have to reciprocate it. I know like wine tasting, shopping, maybe even going for long walks is kind of cliche, but those are things that your wife or significant other may like. And so you have to indulge her in those things too. And once again, it's just a way to connect. And so we started taking walks together and that kind of thing, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, you have to reciprocate it. So fellas, you got to do your job too and figure out those things to make that connection with your wife. What?
Okay, but you really do like shopping and wine tasting.
Yeah, I do, but for other dudes, it's cliche.
Okay.
All right, fellas, number five. Number five. Initiate the whoopee. I'm going to be real attentive to this one.
OMG, I'm tired. I'm exhausted, which is just another exaggerated form of tired, but I'm using them both for emphasis. I worked all day, I ran the kids, did the laundry, went to the gym, and basically solved all the world's problems, and now he wants the whoopee. So here's the deal. You want the whoopee too. It just might require a little more planning. Literally put it in your date book or your agenda. Give it a code name like the good stuff. Get yourself in the mood. I call that get 'em. G-I-T-M. Get in the mood. You might even need to put your steps to get 'em in your planner. And I actually have a really good planner that I recommend, and I will be doing a review on that as well. All right, steps to get 'em. Get in the mood. Take time to put on your makeup and do your hair. Play music while you get ready. For me, Prince all day.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Okay. All right. Send flirty text messages during the day.
Yeah, those are always good.
That's
and
always
fellas, you can initiate that one too. It's a lot of fun because it builds the anticipation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And sometimes you can throw them a curveball, like go commando on a date. Do you remember when I did that when we went to Applebee's of all places, and I had on just as a long sundress.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I thought I'll be like all sexy and send him a text and let him know. So I sent him a text. I went commando tonight.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting there and like there's like no reaction from him, and he even looked at his phone and still like no reaction. And then a couple minutes later, I get a text from my friend, one of my girlfriends. She's like, I don't think that text was for me. LOL.
We've done that before. Yeah, we've sent texts to the right people. Number 4, praise and acknowledgement.
Let him know how much you appreciate the little things. And we've been talking about this since our very first episode with #AppreciationNation. If this is your first time with us, we will go over what that is at the end of our video, so stay tuned.
And fellas, a little bit goes a long way. It may just be telling her she looks nice or giving her extra kiss before you leave, in the morning for work. But it's the little things to show your appreciation that really go a long way and makes your woman feel good.
Number 3, encourage guy time. We, ladies, are really good at girls' time. Encourage him to have guys' time with the right guys. For example, Kenyon has a men's Bible study that he met through the church that we recently joined. And they have become it's a small group.
Yeah.
But they're a very important part of your life, and you created some serious friendship out of that.
Yeah, my Bible study group has been a great addition for me when it comes to guy time. It's a group of peers, but it's also a group of men that are willing to open up and share a lot of things. And like you said, women are used to getting together and sharing things and telling them what's going on. Men aren't. So for me, it's been an unbelievable way for me to also learn, the word, dive deeper into my faith, but also be around men that have gone through some of the peaks and valleys of marriage and life. And through all that, I've actually started a fellowship listening group for men, but it's more of just the guys getting together, kind of seeing how the week went. But I think that'll definitely be another great addition to my guy time.
Well, and you talk, a lot of times when guys get together, you think they talk about sports,
Right.
ESPN,
Right.
whatever. But this is a time where you guys really dedicate to, you talk about your families,
Yeah.
your wives, your relationships, your children, what they're doing. Guys don't really do that. And
It's amazing how much guys want it.
yeah.
And after our first meeting, it was like, this was unbelievable. And
Yeah.
there was a lot of emotion there, but there's no judgment there. And I think guys feel judged a lot of times, which is why they kind of bottle things up and maybe not talk to their guy friends about it, because it's just not a quote safe place. But
well, and also, our society, we tend to teach our young men,
yeah.
be tough. It's not okay to show your feelings. Don't cry, but it's healthy. It's healthy for boys to cry. It's healthy for girls to cry. It's healthy for men to cry.
Yeah.
Number 2, show your confidence in him. This is hard for me sometimes. Avoid micromanaging.
Yeah, but fellas, don't give her a reason to micromanage you.
That's a good point.
Do what you're supposed to do, be where you're supposed to be. Those are things that I completely neglected when we were going through some of our rough times. And
Mow the yard when it needs to be mowed.
well, we got 3 boys for that.
Yeah,
so.
that's a good point too.
So I want to come
you
home
used
and
to
chill.
hate doing that.
I know, but I like it now. I mean, it's one of those things, like, it's just part of our job as husbands and fathers and that kind of thing. But the confidence thing, I think we need it more than we say we need it, fellas. It's one of those things where, especially me as an athlete growing up, like, that being where I got my acknowledgement from, it was, I kind of needed that pat on the back all the time. And that can be kind of a crutch.
Yeah.
A very big crutch.
One.
Yeah. So, you have to find and know what your strengths are. But it is nice every once in a while to hear from your wife that, hey, honey, I appreciate this, or I know you can do it, that kind of thing. Like, she's a great encourager when I'm out on the road on sales calls and stuff like that. So sometimes we need to have that as well.
And number 1, respect shows up in the little things you do for each other.
Yeah.
Honoring each other's opinions, using please and thank you. Just lots of small ways that we can show each other respect.
Yeah, and even in the way you talk to each other, the tone of voice you use, that's been a big one for us. And now it's time for the Marriage WTF Challenge. Honey, take it away.
Okay, so every day, tell one person something that you sincerely appreciate they did. For example, if your son put his dirty socks in the dirty laundry and you notice he did it without you telling him, let him know how much you appreciate that. And don't be sarcastic, really mean it. And then look at his response. And how does it make you feel? Comment below with #AppreciationNation and let us know the details.
And remember, we're here because our marriage is worth the fight.
Our family is worth the fight.
And so is yours. So remember, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video.
And we will see you on the next Marriage WTF.